For years, the Barrens have been the heart of the Horde presence on Culndor, a vital link between the Orcs of Dirota and the Tauren settlements in Mulgore. In the chaos of the Cataclysm, floods, earthquakes, and even a Quillbore invasion threatened to separate us from this vital grassland. You look ready for a challenge? Report to Cargill Battlescar at Far Watch Post and ensure the route to the Barrens remains clear. Head west from nearby Razor Hill and cross the South Furry River to find him. Your objectives. Report to Cargill Battlescar at Far Watch Post in Northern Barrens.
May the eternal sun shine.
A fresh recruit from Orgrimmar, is it? Cargo sizes you up. I'll take what I can get. Keeping the roads open has been a nightmare. All the Quillboars are our enemies, Mufla. Some just prove to be more of a nuisance than others. The Razormane tribe has been attacking our supplely caravans that roll through here from Orgrimmar. I have scouts seeking the leader of these raids, but until then, any losses you can inflict on the filthy pigmen would aid us. Start just south of here, where they've been raiding our camps near the river. Seek them out, and slay them. Your objectives: kill 8 Razormane plunderers and 3 Razormane hunters.
Are you familiar with plain striders? Useless animals. Can't fly. Gamey. Brain the size of my knuckle. Too dim to get out of the way of a moving cart. I've broken more axles thanks to their thick skulls. Sometimes I think the Quillboar intentionally frighten flocks of them into the path of our caravans just prior to an ambush. Make me proud, warrior. Cut a swath through those filthy birds to keep the roads free, and bring me their beaks as proof. Your objectives: collect 7 plain strider beaks.
Greater Plain Strider attempts to run away in fear.
Fleeting plain strider attempts to run away in fear.
Greater Plain Strider attempts to run away in fear.
Have you collected the plain strider beaks? Very good, Moofla. That's one less thing to worry about on the road.
Help me, warrior. Peggy men can burn stables. Fire. Fire. There are quails incoherently before you can settle him down. Wolves still chained inside. Someone's got to save the wee wolves. Your objectives. Break the chains to free the wolves from the burning stables. Razormane plunderer attempts to run away in fear. Razormane hunter attempts to run away in fear. Razormane plunderer attempts to run away in fear. You save the wolves. So brave. Someday, maybe you get a wolf just like that to ride. Darak looks at the burning stables, then at the nearby river. What should I do now? You have done well, Moofla. Those insolent quill boars will finally learn that the might of the Horde is not to be ignored. Pigmen running amok right on the border of Dirota? Not on my watch. It is as they say, Moofla, the best defense is crushing all who oppose you. One of my scouts followed a quill boar after the last caravan raid, so we know where to strike. Krennic Snarlsnout is the mastermind behind the attacks along the river. Crush him, warrior. Defeat him and disembowel his forces so that the attacks on this camp cease. Search for a quill boar-infested cavern along the river, just south of our stables. Your objectives. Kill 5 Razormane defenders, 5 Razormane thorn weavers, and Krennic Snarlsnout. Take Snarlsnout's tusk.
Go forth.
Whatever has happened in Southern Barrens is causing some of the Quillboar tribes to flee our direction. The displaced Razormane in particular grow desperate, and their attacks grow bolder. I've lost 2 caravans this week alone. Our warriors at the crossroads desperately need those supplies, and I'm not about to let the Quillboar grow fat off of their misdeeds. Find the missing supply crates and bring them to me. I'd search the Quillboar hovel south of here, along the river. Your objectives: collect 5 crossroads supply crates from inside the Razormane cave.
Razormane defender attempts to run away in fear.
Razormane Thornweaver attempts to run away in fear.
Razormane defender attempts to run away in fear. Come and face me. Smurf, I can smell your torrent stench from here. Kleenex snarls and out attempts to run away in fear.
Razormane Thornweaver attempts to run away in fear.
the main defender attempts to run away in fear. Cut off the head of their leader, and chaos ensues. Mufla. Learn this lesson well. It will aid you in the future. Well done, Mufla. Without Greenig to orchestrate the raids, my grunts should be able to keep Farwatch secure. Your people should be proud to count you among them.
For the Horde.
How goes your search for the supplies, Mufla? I trust the Quilb will fall under your strength easily. Haha. Thank you, Mufla. This will help us greatly. I'll get these supplies packed up and on their way to the crossroads immediately. Halg grins disarmingly, holding up an enormous firearm. Have you ever used one of these, Mufla? It's a beast. Hell with a hand grip. Too heavy to use on foot, but perfect when riding at the head of a caravan. I call it my street sweeper. Apostrophe. We need to get those supplies you've collected to the crossroads, and I expect trouble. I'd like for you to ride shotgun. Literally. Say the word when you're ready and I'll put you at the head of our next caravan. Your objectives. Speak with Halga Bloodeye at Farwatch Post to escort the next crossroads caravan to Jmildam Farm. Well, Mufla, are you ready to roll? It won't be easy. Head 'em up. Move 'em out. Excellent work. I'll unload the goods. You should check in with Crandallface. Mokra, stranger. Are you here from Farwatch? You're a sight, Toran. That's the first caravan to make it through this week.
For the Horde.
Kauru, will you please help get these bees off of me? They sting.
It is our instinct to simply lash out at our attackers, but wisdom dictates another path. We should interrogate one of these Quilboar invaders and learn all we can. Take this net, Mufla, and ensnare a Quilboar pillager attacking our farm just west of here. Club the beast unconscious and bring him to me. Your objectives. Use the Jmildam net to ensnare a Razor Mane pillager and drag it back to Torkrik at Jmildam Farm.
Be safe.
Razormane Pillager. Snort. Is this how cowards fight, Tauren? Razormane Pillager attempts to run away in fear. Babu. I will be careful, Papa.
Don't be too harsh with our captive, he will still need his head attached to answer our questions. Oh my. We want to question this Quilboar, not tenderize him. I suppose he'll come around with some cold water to the face. What do you think he'll tell us? I'll secure him inside our livestock pen behind me here. I don't think he'll stay conscious long. Find out what you can about why the Quilboar are attacking our farms. I'll leave the interrogation methods up to your better judgment. Your objectives. Question the nearby Razormane prisoner. If he's not there or unconscious, Torgruk can revive him for you.
Help. I'm being chased by a swarm of bees.
Brawlhall, may your blades never dull.
We're warriors, Mufla. Snort. Many and proud. I'm not scared of you. The Quilboar wrinkles his nose at you and snorts. The Quilboar wrinkles his nose at you and snorts. Snort. The Quilboar wrinkles his nose at you and snorts. The Quilboar wrinkles his nose at you and snorts. I say nothing. We're warriors, Mufla. Snort. Snort. That all you got? The Quilboar wrinkles his nose at you and snorts. You waste your strength. Tortusk train us warriors never to talk. Oh, I've said too much. The Quilboar fixes his beady black eyes on you. I say nothing.
The Quilboar have always scavenged the fringes of our camps for food and supplies, but direct assaults on our farms and homesteads. Something has sent them on a rampage recently.
Help. I'm being chased by a swarm of bees.
Very interesting. Our brute here seems both enthralled and terrified of the one they call Tortusk. A powerful leader can inspire his people to acts of greatness or atrocity. But we orcs would know that more than others. We should turn our attention to this Tortusk problem. In the wake of the chaos down south, this Tortusk brute seems to have rallied all of the Razormane refugees to his banner. Under his leadership, he's turned them into little more than brigands. There's no negotiating with his type. Tortusk must be destroyed. If our prisoner is to be believed, you'll find Tortusk southeast of here at a place called Thornhill. Search the bluffs where he has a commanding view of the road. Kill him, Mufla, and the immediate threat should cease. Your objectives. Kill the Razormane leader, Tortusk.
Farewell.
Friend, if you are traveling south to Thornhill, I was wondering if you could locate one of our missing kudos. Not every caravan has made it up the pass from Far Watch Post. Those Razormane brutes hijacked a pack animal yesterday morning. It may not still be alive, but if it is, we cannot afford to lose more of our livestock. Your objectives. Find a missing Jedem Kodo somewhere within Thornhill in Northern Barrens.
Go forth.
Karu, will you please help get these bees off of me? They sting. They murdered my wife. They burned my homestead. Since that awful night I have traveled these lands, from the sun's rising till its decline, scouring the horizon for more of those monsters. I've killed every pigman I've come across since, but my thirst for their blood is far from quenched. You, warrior, you could help me. Kill them. Kill as many as you can. Bring me their tusks, and we will celebrate their deaths together. Your objectives. Collect 30 quillboar tusks.
Strange. Speed.
Rocco hands you a familiar-looking shotgun. I took the liberty of cleaning up Helga's artillery for you. I'm sure I don't need to warn you about the kickback. Just ask me when you're ready to mount up for the crossroads. Book is waiting for you there. Be sure not to give him any lip. Don't stop for nothing, Moofla, and if someone gets too close, just give them a thump with the butt end of your gun. Do us proud. Your objectives. Talk to Rocco Whipshank at Childen Farm and escort his caravan all the way to the crossroads.
Be safe.
They came out of nowhere, warrior. Quillboar from horizon to horizon. Spines and snouts and teeth. We fell back to the farm but they kept on coming. Our best defenders have fallen in the field, and we've no sign of Farmer Ralton. I need you to go on the offensive for me. Hold these swine at bay while I defend the wounded until help arrives. Your objectives. Slay 6 Razormane pillagers.
Razormane pillager attempts to run away in fear. He attacks you bacon-brained pork chops. That's right. Die, vermin. The Horde will have your heads for this. Flat-nosed filth. Get off of my land. Pigs. Scum. I will cleave your fat heads like apples. Razormane pillager attempts to run away in fear.
I see you've left a string of corpses in your wake, Tauren. I couldn't have done better. The livestock may be lost, but the land remains ours. Thank you.
For the Horde!
This poor battered Kudo looks to be on the verge of death, but is still breathing. The Razormain haven't even plundered its cargo yet. If it can be revived, you may be able to save the entire shipment. Kudos are resilient creatures. With some food, the big guy may come around. The Razormain have stolen plenty of grain from previous caravans. You can gather up stolen grain from the nearby camps. Your objectives: gather 5 sacks of stolen grain from the Razormain camps on Thornhill. Razormain frenzy goes into a frenzy.
Razormain Geomancer attempts to run away in fear.
Razormain frenzy goes into a frenzy. These lands will be ours. We Razormain must survive. These lands will be ours.
Razormain Geomancer attempts to run away in fear.
Razormain frenzy goes into a frenzy. Razormain hunter attempts to run away in fear. Razormane frenzy goes into a frenzy. Razormane Hunter attempts to run away in fear.
The creature doesn't lift its head, but looks at you imploringly with large, watery eyes. The Kodo is voracious. You might as well be pouring those sacks of grain into a hole. Already the animal is beginning to perk up. The great beast rises slowly to its feet, the loose barren soil spilling from its revitalized limbs. Instinctively it trudges back toward its home at Chedham Farm. You'll want to check in with Crownfest to make sure the Kodo made it. Your objectives. Speak with Crownfest at Chedham Farm to ensure that his missing Kodo arrived safely. Nom 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 nom. Chedham Kodo, the revitalized Kodo, rises to its feet, shaking off the dust.
So that was your handiwork, Tauren? Yes, the missing Kodo arrived just minutes ago. It will take many nights to nurse the poor beast's wounds, but thanks to you it's alive. And you saved a whole shipment. Please, take your pick of the gear that the Kodo was carrying.
Straight.
So Tortusk behaved as I expected? Went right for your throat? It is good that he's dead. The Razormane Quillboar have been separated from their leadership in the Southern Barrens, no doubt allowing an animal like him to come to power. Perhaps without his influence we can start a dialogue with the survivors. Although hotter heads may prevail.
May your blades never dull.
The Quillboar will pay for this, Mufla. I swear it. Warrior, you take my task seriously, and for that I thank you. Although my desire for revenge remains, I can at least smile seeing that the Quillboars have felt pain themselves. Are you ready to do this, Mufla?
Be safe.
She is. Mount up. Ride hard and show no mercy. The Burning Blade? What are they doing here? Shoot to kill. Incredible shooting. I'll try to calm the animals down. Report to Thork. He will want to know of this attack. Was that you I saw waving a gun around from the back of my last caravan? It's about time we got some supplies through here. It's bad enough to be severed from Mulgore, but this city would fall apart if we lost our trade with Orgrimmar.
Down.
The land, the water, and the sky are all as one. It is your eyes that deceive you with such separation. The Earth Mother is all those things and more. If you wish to serve my beloved horde, you'll have to prove your strength to me, pup. You can cut your teeth by hunting Zevera. They may not be the strongest of beasts in the Barrens, but stay clear of their kick or you'll regret it. Hunt the Zevera to the north and south, and collect their hooves. Bring them to me and perhaps we'll next send you against something tougher. Your objectives: slay Zevera runners to collect 4 Zevera hooves. The land, the water, and the If you want to really demonstrate your bravery to me, let me send you after something that really bites. The savannah huntresses of the Barrens are as sly as they come. Tough, resourceful, quick, and deadly. They've been hassling our scouts recently around the outskirts of the town, especially to the northeast. Be wary as you hunt them, Moufleur, or you may find yourself no longer the predator, but instead the prey. Your objectives: collect 5 huntress claws from savannah huntresses.
Go with us.
Have you felt the tremors, warrior? Something has cleaved this land in two. But we druids can sense other tremors, as well. Life is stirring in lands once dry and lifeless. The oases around the crossroads are suddenly blooming. I can sense a power leaking its way to the surface, but from where? Is it related to the disaster that shattered the Barrens? We must find the source. Travel to the Forgotten Pools, northwest of the crossroads. Search its waters for a source of power, then return here. Your objectives: search the bottom of the Forgotten Pools northwest of the crossroads.
Ancestors watch.
The oases of the Barrens hide a mystery. Life energy flows from their waters, invigorating the plants and beasts that drink it. Invigorating and altering. There is a mushroom that grows near the Forgotten Pools to the northwest. Its spores hold properties that we, the apothecaries of Lordron, find useful. Bring me these spores and you will earn our gratitude. Your objectives: collect 5 fungal spores from mushrooms at the Forgotten Pools. A defense. The centaur leadership relies on a core of trusted, disciplined warriors to keep the others in line. If we reduce their numbers, the Kalka will have no might with which to support their age. And so, I have a bounty task for you. Around the lush water oasis to the south, slay Kalka marauders and storm sea ears to collect their bracers. Return when you have a heap of these trophies and the Horde will reward you well. Your objectives. Collect 10 centaur bracers from Kalka marauders and storm sea ears.
Go for victory.
I was sent here to scout out the centaur activity. I've been tracking their every movement for days. It's time for me to sneak out, because they've got this oasis surrounded. You look like a dangerous one. Can you make a lot of noise for me? Stir them up. Start killing indiscriminately. While they're looking out for you, I'll slip out to get my info to Reg for Deathgate. Your objectives. Kill 8 Kalka centaur. The centaurs have plagued the Tauren for years. And recently, the Kalka centaurs of the Barrens have grown into a real threat. Normally they were disorganized in these lands, but new leaders have risen among them, rallying them. To preserve our holdings here, these centaur leaders must be destroyed. Bring me the head of Barak Kodoban. He camps west of these forgotten pools. Defeat him, then return to me. Your objectives. Slay Barak Kodoban and collect his head.
Farewell.
Barak Kodoban attempts to run away in fear. Oh, that was beautiful. I probably shouldn't have stayed to watch. Now that they're looking for you, I'll slip quietly away in the dust of their aimless galloping. Be sure to look for my buds at the other pools. Boss has agents at every one. Hello, Mufla. Do you have Kodoban's head for me? Well done, Mufla. Kodoban is just one strand of a tangled thread. There are other Kolka leaders to kill elsewhere in the Barrens. Seek out my companions at the other oases if you wish to press the assault.
Go in peace. What you looking for?
Do you have the spores, Mufla? My associates and I are eager to study this phenomenon. Ah, yes. These are good specimens. Potent. I am Forsaken, and we honor our contracts. Here is your reward, Mufla. I've cultured these unusual spores you dug up with the most magnificent cocktail of reagents that I'm fond of. I'm eager to see how my manipulated spores react to the waters of the Crossroads Oasis. The stagnant oasis to the southeast should provide us an uncontaminated site for our experiment. Simply plant this culture in the moist soil anywhere near the oasis, and document the results for me. Be sure to cover your mouth, warrior. Helbram grins disarmingly. Your objectives. Plant a fungal culture near the stagnant oasis and observe the results. Apothecary Helbram places the spores within his alchemical instruments. Thank you for the spores, Mufla. They are now prepared for transport. You found a fissure in the earth, with power emanating from it? Strange. Something is causing that oasis to bubble over suddenly with life. Come, warrior, there is something else I'd like you to investigate with me.
Locked her up.
An explosion of life from barren soil. My companion Jarek has described similar events happening elsewhere in the Barrens. I shall have to see this for myself, but I cannot abandon my post. Here, Mufla, I will loan you my eyes. Apostrophe my eagle companion here has served me since I was named. Please accompany him to Thunderhead Summit, where Jarek awaits, and we will investigate. To get to the peak, follow the road east out of the crossroads. Turn south when you reach a large stone scrolled with paintings. Your objectives. Bring Tonga's Eyes to Thunderhead Summit southwest of Ratchet.
Walk with the earth.
Ha! You throw like my Gruth's mother.
The land, the water, and how many Zevra have you slain? Not bad, hero. Those Zevra hold a lot of strength in their legs. I've seen them knock even a Tauren on its haunches. It looks like you have some strength in you too. How goes your hunt, hero? Ah, I see you've been busy. I hope you learned a lot from this prey, hero. You'll need the strength and cunning of beasts like these to serve my beloved horde. White Mist, or Rekiaki in the Tauren tongue, is the king of the savannah cats. He hunts with such stealth. They say he's like a thin, white mist on the earth. He kills so fast his prey have no time for fear or pain. The Tauren say he is both mercy and death. Hero, I now set you on the path to hunt Rekiaki. His lair is just northwest of here, on the north side of a small mountain, among the bones of giant Kodo. Go. Blow this horn when you reach his lair. Blow the horn. And he will come. Your objectives. Blow your horn at Ekiaki's lair to summon him. Slay or subdue him. Loktaroga. This young orc warrior has conquered the great Ekiaki. Let his actions show the might of the new horde.
As the wind on the plains
Loktar. May your blades never dull. Raw. Strength.
You've beaten Ekiaki, and though his days of hunting are over, his spirit is with you. He will show you the strength found in subtlety, and the honor in mercy. I underestimated you, warrior. The Horde is fortunate to have you in its ranks. The hunt deepens, hero. Now you must find and defeat your prey within its lair. Hunt the Sunscale raptors to the south, where they have built a warren amongst the hills just off of the road. Slay them and remove the feathers they wear. Place the feathers on the Sunscale raptor nests to show their brethren you do not fear them. Be cautious, warrior. Raptors hunt in packs and will swarm you if you are not cautious. Your objectives: kill Sunscale raptors and collect their feathers. Use the feathers on the 3 Sunscale nests. Loktaroga. This young Tauran warrior has conquered the great Ekiaki. Let his actions show the might of the new Horde. Reg the Deathgate sent me here to observe the Centaur activity, but the leader of this group is hard to pin down. I've discovered that his name is Varog the Dervish, but his whereabouts are a mystery. Can you help me do some digging? I know that Centaur intelligence sounds like an oxymoron, but their camps are often littered with important communications. Search the Centaur tents all around the stagnant oasis here and bring me back some info. Your objectives: gather 4 pieces of Centaur intelligence from around the stagnant oasis.
We were sent here to track movements of the Colca Centaur, but after a week of watching these dirty animals scamper all around this oasis, I'm itching to give my axe a taste of their necks. What do you say, warrior? Want to cause a little havoc with me? Let's see if we can attract the attention of their strongest warrior, Kurak. Your objectives: keep Gorgol Anguskar alive as he starts some trouble with the Centaur, and help him to slay Kurak.
Go
Ah,
forth.
yes hero. That's what I want to hear. Let's make some noise. Come get some, you horsey-faced maggot farms. More. There's our target. I can smell him from here. Victory. Wait till she hears about this.
Please warrior, don't encourage Gorgol. We're supposed to observe and report, not raise up a ruckus. Orman, why you have to go certain Gorgol off like that? Still, I can't argue with results. We'll need to watch these animals closely to see what they do with Karak out of the way. More watching and waiting. Gorgol won't like that.
You be careful, man.
Tonga knows these lands better than any of us, and I believe it physically hurt him to see it torn.
We shall meet.
Tonga knows these lands.
Travel.
Tonga's eagle calls out, then circles toward the peak. Well done, friend. From here we can survey the land. Tonga knows these lands better than any of us, and I believe it physically hurt him to see it torn asunder. I am glad Tonga was able to witness the overgrowth firsthand. Words can't convey the scope of the damage. Did you bring his totem? I will return it to him when I am finished here. Can what's happening to the south happen here? Judging by what you found at the Forgotten Pools, these oases may be the key. Let's perform an experiment. Here, take these seeds I collected from the summit here. They are dead and infertile, but carry them down to the stagnant oasis just below us. If there is a fissure there, then place the seeds within it. And observe. Report your findings back to Tonga at the crossroads. Your objectives. Use the dried seeds to investigate the fissures in the stagnant oasis. But what? It will be important to study both plant and animal life impacted by the oases and the unusual energies you've discovered. The stagnant oasis below us is home to a species of snapjaw turtles. Recently, their population has exploded. Moreover, the once peaceful animals are growing aggressive, as I learned the hard way before trekking up here. Jarek holds up a bandaged finger. I suspect they've been altered by the oases. Collect their shells and take them to Tonga at Crossroads for further study. Your objectives. Collect 6 altered snapjaw shells from snapjaws in the stagnant oasis. We must do everything in our power to stop the same from happening here. We'll have to step up our investigations of the oases and stop this phenomenon at the source. We'll talk again at Crossroads. Bah. Perhaps I want to be seen. I tire of skulking.
Search those tents, hero. Try to ignore the stench. Good work, hero. Did you look through these? They're barely legible, more like angry graffiti than war plans. Hatred, jealousy, rage, personal conflicts. It's a wonder Varrock can keep these centaurs from killing each other, much less form them into an army. We can use this to our advantage. Varrock may be hard to find, but judging by the info you gathered, his mate Wyneth is always in his command tent just west of here. If we kill her, Varrock will come running. Regtha sent us here to scout, but he also said we should seize any opportunity to upset the centaur chain of command if we can. Lure out Varrock and kill him. Your objectives: kill Wyneth in order to lure out Varrock the dervish, then slay him and grab his head. Wyneth calls out for her mate. Did you find Varrock, hero? You did it. That'll really upset the balance or power down here. Varrock left no clear successor, so I expect this crew of brutes will fall on each other like hungry dogs. I'll stay here and keep an eye on what happens next. Varrock answered directly to the Conquer Chief. Killing him is a good start, but there's more work to be done.
Okay.
So you've been to the nests and placed the feathers of your prey within them. That took a fair portion of courage, no doubt about it. Do you feel a little tougher, hero? Because you look tougher now than when you first came here. I guess the Barrens is doing its job. Well, hero, I admit there's a place for you in my beloved horde. You've shown me strength, cunning, initiative. Even Thork recently mentioned you by name, and neither of us are easily impressed. Well done. Now it's time to start pulling your weight. This week's payroll for the Crossroads Guards has gone missing. Gazrog in Ratchet is heading up the investigation. Talk to him. Simply follow the road east of here to the coast. Your objectives: speak to Gazrog near the entrance to Ratchet.
Farewell.
The times we live in are as fickle as the shifting winds. Warrior. The ground itself quakes and cries out in anguish. We must remain resolute or we ourselves will be engulfed by the turmoil. Your findings are amazing. Jarek was wise to send you there. We now know that whatever rests under these oases can create life from nothing. No doubt this is causing the havoc to the south, but my primary concern right now is preserving the balance up here. We must study this more. What else have you brought me? Thank you, hero. Studying the beasts of an area can tell much about the area itself. We shall see what tale these shells tell, and possibly unravel the mystery of what's happening in the Barrens. Please accept my gratitude for your aid. And perhaps you can use these coins. I find that I do not need them. Tongarunit Totem inspects the snapjaw shells. Strange. Very strange. Hero. These shells tell me much, but I fear many more questions are now raised. I will send these to Thunderbluff to confirm my findings. I may need your assistance again soon, friend. The times we... Explosive spore clouds? You don't say. Tell me more. Choking? Stinging? Burning of the eyes? Was there itching? Nausea? Mortification? Delightful, delightful. You certainly earned your commission, hero. That skin rash of yours should pass in a day or two. Think of the possibilities, hero. Fast-growing fungal delivery agents for any manner of toxins. My companions in the Undercity will want to hear about this. Here are my notes and some additional samples. If we're fast, we can catch the next ship bound for the Eastern Kingdoms. Take the road east of here and follow it to the goblin town of Ratchet. Look for the Broken Keel Tavern toward the south side of town and deliver these to my associate Sashire within. Your objectives: deliver Helbram's research to Sashire at Ratchet in North Barrens. Hero, your reputation among the Horde grows. I've been hearing reports from both the Forgotten Pools and the Stagnant Oasis that you've been a real bane to us and foes. Well done, indeed. Regthor Deathgate is in charge of our operations against the Centaur all over the Northern Barrens. He could use a bold warrior like yourself to bolster his forces. Report to him at his outpost along the road west of here and aid him in any way he requires. Your objectives: Report to Reg for Deathgate at his outpost west of the crossroads in Northern Barrens.
Strange.